Joe Rock Station, 99.7 The Blitz. It is day 3 of Sonic Temple 2023. It's Bodhi hanging out backstage. We're here with From Ashes to New. What's up, you guys?
Yo, yo, yo.
How's it going?
We were just talking about Point Break
Yes.
off the microphone just a second ago. And I think we're agreeing that the remake is just awful. It's
I
brutal.
agree 100%. I haven't seen it, but remakes are always terrible.
So you didn't make it halfway through, and I don't remember it, but I know I watched it, so that tells us a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the original. You can't go wrong with the original. Patrick Swayze, Keanu Reeves, you can't go wrong with that one. You guys have a new album dropping July 28th called Blackout, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, from what I'm understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is a prequel to your debut album, Day One.
Yeah,
right?
conceptually.
Okay.
It is a
Yep.
prequel.
So, can you explain that and catch people up on that?
Yeah, so I mean, Day One was post-apocalyptic. This is basically apocalyptic.
Pre-apocalyptic?
Yeah,
Apocalyptic? Yeah.
Pre-apocalyptic, apocalyptic.
Before the nukes?
You keep saying that word.
As the
It
nukes
starts
fall.
getting
As the nukes fall.
Apocalyptic, apocalyptic. How now, brown cow? Like, I feel like it's one of those words. But yeah, I mean, it's so some of the lyrical content talks about leading up to the apocalypse in a way. The art conceptually is pre-apocalyptic or apocalyptic. And the idea of it was to go into the studio, not listen to the outside world, whatever the outside world is, and be the best versions of ourselves. And we thought, you know what, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the roots of this band and create music that people would normally expect from this band, and do it better. You know, do it in a more graduated way, if you will.
What are your roots? What did you guys, give me 2 albums apiece that you guys grew up loving, that you could listen to over and over again?
I mean, Meteor is one of them.
Yeah.
The band was started, and its influence was started from Hollywood Undead. Was it Notes from the Underground?
Yeah, dude. I mean, Swan Songs was so good, too, but Notes from the Underground, I was just hooked on at that time.
Yeah. So, I mean, the band's roots more referred to, like, the band's original sound that garnered all this success. So, you know, we went back because we kind of ventured off for a little while and tried some different things, and we were like, well, let's go back to what, you know, the fans heard in the first place that brought them in. And, you know, we've evolved as musicians, so it's not the same, and we wouldn't want it to be the same, but it's kind of returning to that heaviness, bringing in, like, metalcore aspects, and then still keeping it kind of, like, new metal-ish. And it's been working so far. Armageddon is the one we've just come out with the most recently. It's our fastest growing song, and we didn't even think it was the strongest.
Yeah.
I think that these songs coming out sequentially is just every time we put one out, it doesn't even matter which one was the best or not. It's just it keeps stepping up, and this is our fastest growing song already.
Yeah, I think you know, going on what he said, it's bringing a lot of our core back, too. So, like, going back to that roots of what we're doing. And, yeah, Armageddon was like 1.2 million streams in the first week on Spotify alone. So, I mean, like, that song is
killing it
taking
pretty
off.
good, yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, when we go back to your original question and 2 records, I'm going to say Meteora because we said Meteora.
Linkin Park, yeah.
Which is funny because you can watch a whole other interview we did talking about how this band actually wasn't even derived off of the concept of Linkin Park, and people were completely baffled at that
It was
idea.
it was
They're like,
Hollywood Undead.
yeah, it was actually Hollywood Undead that inspired me to start writing this style of music, but I've rapped since I was young, so that goes back to my other record, and that's the Marshall Mathers LP.
Okay.
Cool.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go with Meteora because that's what initially got me into playing music, and then I'm gonna go with Avenged Sevenfold's self-titled album, which City of Evil is a close second, but Avenged Sevenfold's a huge influence of mine and is the reason I'm half the musician that I am today, or more. So, yeah, I would.
It's the
pick
reason
those two.
why you're twice the musician you were.
Yes. Yeah. I was a tenth of the musician I was, and then I found Avenged Sevenfold and just started learning everything they did.
That's a brother, man, pumping you up like that, man. That's
Yeah.
really cool. That's really cool. And A7X was just here last night headlining this show.
Yeah, I wish we played yesterday.
And Meteora, just 20 years. Can you believe it's
Yeah,
been 20
it's crazy,
freaking years
It's
already?
insane.
It's crazy to think about. I actually don't like thinking about it. To be honest, there's a guy who posts he'll every time an album or an artist has an anniversary, 20 years usually, he posts on Instagram, and he runs like a media outlet. And I commented on it. I was like, "Can you please stop reminding me how old these records are? Like, stop! What are you doing?"
Every time somebody celebrates an anniversary, it just reminds you, oh my God, I'm that much older, man.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah.
really? Has it been that long?
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. From Ashes to New is hanging out with us on the Blitz, and we're backstage at Sonic Temple. You guys just got done touring with Shinedown and 3 Days Grace a couple weeks ago. What were your takeaways from that tour?
Shinedown is by far the biggest, best. I'm just put a bunch of words in there. Most amazing, incredible,
humble, genuine,
high class,
yeah,
not insecure band we've ever toured with.
Yeah, they are.
And that's
they're
not
incredible.
throwing shade at anybody else.
Right,
I'm just
right,
saying,
right.
Shinedown. I mean, like, it's just incredible. They take care of you as if you're in the band with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And 3 Days Grace was awesome as well. They were all super cool dudes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
Matt,
a great
Matt would
tour.
just like show up on our bus randomly sometimes. Just be like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?"
Yeah, he
Good
brought
to see
me.
you.
He brought me on their bus to eat double cheeseburgers, and then he came over to our bus to hang out, which was cool. But yeah, my biggest takeaway is that we need to do better. So, watching China, I was like, "Damn it!" Every night, I was like, "Damn it, we have to do better."
What did you learn from watching them? Anything in particular that, I mean, just from the way they play or maybe the way they interact with the crowd or just maybe the way they stand there?
You've seen Brent, right?
Yeah, personally.
Absolutely. I mean, he works the crowd hard.
Oh, yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah, so for me, it was showmanship is everything. Like, I focused my whole life on, like, trying to sing perfect all the time. It's like, at the end of the day, people don't care. Like, they want a good show. And in order to do that, you have to be a good showman. So the first thing I'm going to do when I go home is, like, work on that. So that was my takeaway for sure.
You know what, though? Some people do care because if a singer, like, if they're out of breath all the time.
Yeah, you can't be garbage.
God,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, they will notice that stuff. But, yeah. But you singing, I mean, you're going to notice every little nuance, man.
Yep,
You're like, you get off the stage, you're like, God, I had
Oh, there's
it,
that
man.
one note. It just sounded like I accidentally farted while I was singing. I was just like, terrible.
Cardio and working out. I know you don't like cardio. I mean, nobody likes cardio, let's be fair. But cardio and working out off stage is incredibly important to how you perform on stage. I mean, if you're a vocalist and you're wildly out of shape, then you're going to be exactly what you said. You're going to be out of breath all the time, and you're going to be out of key all the time, because if you're out of breath, you're out of key. So, I mean, like, just conditioning and just, staying up on your hygiene and everything outside of performing is incredibly important.
Now, this is Memorial Day weekend, a weekend where we honor our fallen soldiers, and it is also one of the biggest grilling weekends of the year. Who's the grill man in the band? Is anybody? You are?
Yes.
Yeah? What do you like to
I mean,
grill out?
Danny's more like the all-around chef cook guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I only know how to grill.
Me too. I'm with you.
So I'm the grilling guy.
Yeah.
The only thing I ever grill is marinated carne asada. They make for some incredible tacos. But outside of that, like, I prefer the pan. I prefer sautéing.
Yeah.
I prefer doing stuff like that. That was my world. That was the job I had for the longest time, was working
Really?
in the kitchen. So
Okay.
So that's my specialty.
I suck in a kitchen, but get me behind a grill, give me some hamburgers and hot dogs, I
Yeah.
can hook you up, or a steak, but
Oh, dude, my wife and I, we're the perfect team because, like, I'll grill everything on the, the Delmonicos, the ribeyes, whatever. I'm grilling it, I'm getting it together, and she's in the kitchen getting everything else together, and we put it together, and it's like, boom, everyone eats. You know what I mean?
I'm
So-
more of a flat top guy. I love flat top grills.
Yeah, it's because you're smash burgers.
Yeah.
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 smash burgers. I haven't had one of those for a long time.
Yeah, if you've had an authentic, like, completely smashed thin on a ripping hot flat top smash burger, that is one of the best things in the world. I'm pretty sure my fiance and I ate a half a cow in, like, a month. It was insane. We were like, we have to stop eating these because we're just going to start, like, sweating beef.
Dude,
Right.
you made them at the Airbnb that we stopped at in Boise. And you didn't even. You had to make them on like a flat top griddle, like that was like plugged in outside.
Yeah.
Like it was just this
mess
half-ass thing that he had to
everywhere.
do, and it was still incredible. So
Yeah, you got to use, like, 70 or 80% lean, and the rest is, like, fat. So it's high fat, but
Yeah.
that's where all
That's
the
where all the
flavor
juice
is.
comes-
It's like you press it
absolutely.
out, it gets this wicked brown crust on it. It's just so good.
Kinda
It's
like you.
insane.
But I do want to say, going back, I do want to say that it's cool that it's a grilling weekend and everyone's letting loose, but it is more important that we remember the people who fought and died to give us the freedoms that we have today. To be here talking to you and perform on these stages, and without the freedoms that we have in America as Americans, we wouldn't be able to have the music that we have and the free speech that we have to be able to just come here and talk out our ass like
100%.
like we are right now.
So. Absolutely. Amen.
So that's the most important thing to me. I come from a family of veterans and supporters and everything like that. So this band and myself in particular, like, we're gigantic supporters of the armed forces. So this weekend's incredibly important.
That is so cool. That is awesome of you guys to do that. And there's a lot of bands like Five Finger Death Punch. I mean, those guys. I mean, they go out of their way to support the military. I mean, they do so many shows and give away so many free passes for military members to go in and watch. Yeah,
it's great to see. Especially now, like as we progress as a nation, or the lack thereof, whatever anyone wants to say without getting too political.
Right.
It's great to see so much support. Because there are a lot of people that are giving everything up to protect what we have here. So, I try to support as much as I can, too. I'm not at the level of Five Finger Death Punch yet, but hopefully someday when we're there, we can do the same exact thing.
Well, you guys have a good Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for coming to Sonic Temple this year. We really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us on the Blitz.
Thanks for having us.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
this is
problem.
awesome.
No
and thanks
problem.
for spinning us, by the way, man. Hate Me Too.
Are you kidding me?
Is crushing right now.
It is a no-brainer to have you guys on. So, thank
you.
you for still putting out new music and everything. Blackout drops on July 28th. We're looking forward to hearing the whole album. So, thanks for stopping by, as we like to refer to it, our Sonic studio.
Yeah, I love it. This is chill, man. I might come in if you guys aren't in here and you come back and I'm taking a little nap on this couch. Just it's all right. It's all right.
From ashes to new, everybody.